Oh wait, yeah, I'm not supposed to pause the music anymore. Okay, hi everyone, welcome to the stream. So you know the drill. I'm probably just gonna be sitting here and just answering whatever questions you may have. So, yeah, just let me know what you want to know, and I'll see if I can answer it. Some of these questions are a little too personal, so I won't be able to answer them, or I'd rather not. So, let's hope you understand. If I do not answer, it's either I missed it or it's not something I want to answer. I guess I should just tell you if I don't want to answer the question. So, you know. Yeah, I'm live on both platforms. I'm not supposed to be, shh, but you know, it's kind of, I don't know. I think talking to a lot of people at once is fun, so I try my best. All right. How am I able to make acoustic songs so sick? Well, basically, I give them salmonella and a lot of bacteria. That's how they're so sick. I'm just kidding. No, okay, I don't know. Oh.
Hi, how are you?
Thank you for the 6-month resub. Yeah, just keep it a secret. Shh. Another 6-month sub. Thank you very much.
Wow, here's to many more.
Okay, so the music is actually much louder on my end. Okay, how about... Ooh, no, that's kind of clippy. I don't know if I want that. Okay, I got an idea. I'm gonna make it higher here. Give me a second, I'm sorry. Technical difficulties, because like it's hard for me to hear myself think with this background music sometimes. Anyway, favorite ice cream flavor is a cookie dough. What's up? Hope you're good. I've been pretty good actually. Last week I was hanging out with some friends. That's why I haven't really been active on social media or anything that much. Mainly because I had some friends coming over, staying over at my place for about like 5 days or so. And so I was just kind of like driving them around Orlando, showing them some attractions and stuff. So yeah. Is Ace petable? Yeah, he is. He enjoys pets, but the problem is he's 7'11", so you're gonna have to get like a ladder to reach him if you want to pet him. So yeah, I did hear about Technoblade and, you know, his passing, which is really sad because I mean, he's even younger than me, and he, like, you know, lost his battle to cancer. May he rest in peace. You know, the cool thing about him too is that he actually used a couple of my remixes in his videos too. So like, it was kind of sad to see him go. But yeah, I just hope he's resting somewhere up there. Yeah, only 23. That's way too soon, man. Yeah. Dino Nuggies or Buffalo Wings? Buffalo Wings, absolutely. I was never a huge fan of Dino Nuggets. I don't know. Cheese? Depends on what kind. I love Munster cheese. It's probably my favorite. Are you contractually prohibited from streaming on both platforms at once? I believe that's against their terms of service or something. I think it's pretty stupid because it kind of just fucks over the creator at the end of the day. But, you know, I'm small enough for them to probably not care. Yeah, you can call me either Ace or Kamex, it's fine, but something that you should know is that if you type out Kamex, it highlights it in orange for me, so I'm able to see it a lot better in the sea of words. And I probably have some kind of dyslexia because it's really hard for me to read some passages. But on Twitch, you have to type it out as Kamex VGM, because, yeah. Whataburger or McDonald's? I've only had Whataburger like a few times when I lived in Texas. It's not really a thing here in Central Florida. It's more of like a panhandle kind of thing. So I haven't had it that many times. I think the one time I had it was they had like a jalapeno burger, and that fucked me up. Like, Jesus Christ. But yeah. Do I use Serum for synths mostly? I pretty much exclusively use Serum. Sometimes I use Omnisphere as well, but yeah, Serum is definitely my go-to. 9 plus 10 is 500. No, actually, it's 910. Absolutely. Have I ever tried Terraria? I have, but it's not really my thing. I don't know, like, there's plenty of people who love it, but I'm, for some reason, just not one of them. It just didn't click with me. And for some odd reason, neither did, as unrelated as it is, neither did, what's that game called? The platformer that, A Hat in Time. Yeah, that one. I don't know why, that one just didn't click with me either. I might have to give it another chance at some point. Favorite theme from Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky Darkness. That's a tough one. Let me go look through my playlist, actually. This is the playlist I use for stream background music. I did pick my favorites out of these. Let me look. I don't know if you heard my mic do that. It almost sounds like an assault rifle. I'm sorry. It's just interference and all that crap. I don't know. Audio stuff. Boulder Quarry? Nah. That's a good one, but it's not my favorite. I'm just look. Fortune Ravine's a good one. Mount Travail is also a good one. Oh man, it's so hard to choose. Surrounded Sea? That's a good one, but not my favorite. This one right here. I think it was called Eastern Cave in the first game.
Good evening, lads.
Has Ace reached Ultra Instinct? He can. In fact, that's what the donation goal is all about. Yeti Booba. Yes, I've become retro. I'm sorry. My favorite FNF song. I think it's probably either Hell Clown or Expurgation. I know those are really old songs to be choosing as my favorite, but I haven't really been updated with the whole what's it called? The mod scene. That's my brain. From all games that you've played, there's one that you really wish to replay, like what was the first time? I get what you're saying. You're basically saying, if there's a way to relive your first experience with a game, which game would it be? Oh, that's a tough one. I think I want to say Omori. Omori was a really fucking good game. Like, probably one of my favorites from last year. I wouldn't say Isolation is Ultra Instinct Ace, but like, when you see his design, you're like, okay, I kind of get it. Ace Combat one of these days. I'd rather play that privately instead of on stream because, God, when I'm new to a game, people are brutal about it. So I'd rather just play it in a small call with friends or something. Favorite Hollow Knight song? I think it was called Path of Pain. Let me see. Yeah, this is it. I love this song so much. ¿Crees que algún día hagan un mod FNF animal con todos los animales de FNF, por ejemplo, Retro Ace Capi Loki? Sé tanto. That's a lot of work. I don't know if I'd be able to do that myself. Why not try FNF Roblox and get yourself some fun with FNF fans over there? That sounds very sus. I'm just kidding. Nah, yeah, I was thinking about like hopping on what was it called? Funky Friday or some shit. But you know, just to play against some people. And yeah, I've done it like once before. It'd be fun to do that again, as long as you guys aren't assholes about it. I am meditating, yes. Okay, no. Can you be my friend? I don't know if that's really how that works. I'm sorry, I don't just randomly befriend people who ask like that. It kind of just has to happen naturally. Hey, wait a minute. Ah, there it is. Okay, when the second violin comes in, this is like what I love so much about it. You like games, Sonic, Pac-Man, Mario. Yes, I like all those. If Ace were to die, would he be sent to heaven, hell, or would he be stuck in the middle? Well, he's not straight, so he'd go straight to hell. I'm kidding. I have no idea. I mean, he's kind of like... I don't even know what his alignment would be in that whole, like, chart. Oh my god, I can't read that. Hold on, let me, I have a translation thingy. Give me a bit. Stop, chat, stop moving. I have to translate this. Okay, it translates from Russian. What is your favorite style song? Drum and bass. There you go. Wait. Wait a minute. Let me try something. Can I... wait, I want to try something. Okay. I like drum and bass. Okay, so let's see if the text-to-speech butchers this.
Мне нравится drum and bass.
Okay, I probably butchered that. Anyway. I don't know if you even heard it. Oh, I got another question in Russian. Hold on. Alright, so it says...
Лол, он тебе ответил. Как это возможно?
I don't know what that means. He told you, how is that possible? How is what possible? I don't know. Alright, ¿cuáles han sido las preguntas más incómodas que te he dicho tus fans? Alguien me preguntaba si... how do I say this in Spanish? Si soy el puto de retro. I tried saying his name in Spanish, it's so weird. Alright, let's go back to the regular stuff. Yeah, okay, do you know how... you have to, like, process your brain to switch between languages sometimes? Sometimes I basically, like, speak English with a Spanish accent and vice versa. Roll the R's. Retro. But, like... at this rate, speak Spanglish. I got you, hold on. I want to go to el baño. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I hate it when they do that in, like, media, where they have a character that speaks Spanish, but the character that speaks, like, you've heard me rant about this plenty of times, but the character that speaks Spanish switches between English and Spanish to an English speaker, as if they're meant to know those random Spanish words that they throw in. So, like, if I go to an English person, like, an English speaker person, and only, you know, they only know how to speak English, I'm not gonna, like, throw in Spanish words. There's no reason to do that. Anyway, oh god, there's more Russian. Alright, let me see. Okay, let's see. Why do you answer Russian speakers? What drew you to this? I don't know. I try to... Wait. Okay, to do this again. I thought it would be fair to answer everyone to the best of my ability. Alright, let's see if you can actually hear this.
Я подумал, что было бы справедливо ответить всем в меру своих возможностей.
Yeah. I hope that worked. Me speaking in Arabic? It probably wouldn't be as hard for me to pronounce the words in Arabic. But speaking, I don't know anything in Arabic. How was my vacation? It was quite nice. In fact, it kind of... Oh, I should go and add... Give me a minute. There you go. There we go. Okay. It's been fun. Like, it kind of reminds me how fun it actually is to, you know, hang out with friends in real life and stuff. I never really get a chance to because I'm all the way down here in Florida, and it's kind of hard for people to travel. So, you know, and it's also kind of expensive. So I kind of don't really get much of a chance.
How was your vacation?
I was just answering that question, so it delays a little bit, sorry. Have I ever astral projected? No. I don't even know how to do that. Favorite game type? Man, it would have been great if the question was favorite music type, because then you would hear the break right there. Anyway, platformers, yeah. Like 3D platformers are probably my favorite. Thoughts on NFTs? They're stupid. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of one of those questions that, like, there actually is a wrong answer. I'm just kidding. I feel like, okay, the thing is, a lot of people don't fully understand why they're bad. They just kind of, like, hop on the bandwagon that they're bad. But it's a whole conversation that even I don't really feel like I know. Like, no matter how many times people have explained to me what NFTs are and why they're bad, it's hard for me to fully understand it. But I know they're bad, at least. That's kind of just pretty much a lot of people's understanding of it. So, yeah. Okay. Someone just wrote to me in Arabic, and I'm trying to... Come on. Come on. There we go. If you stab Cyril's chest, does that mean that you're a serial... Oh, Cyril's chest. Okay. It translated that part wrong for some weird reason. Does that mean you're a serial killer? If you stab Cyril's chest, does that mean you're a serial killer? Yes, technically. All right, fine. Let's do the translation again. Hold on. Here we go.
Naam.
Nam.
Naam.
Nam.
Naam.
Nam. Okay, I'll stop. How old am I? I'm gonna be... Oh.
Welcome back and glad your vacation was good.
Thanks
Soda pop.
for the balls. Also, thank you. I'm 24. I'm gonna be 25 in about just a month, actually. So yeah, hey guys, remember my birthday's in a month, so you better give me nothing, because I don't really need anything. The 13th. Literally a month from now. Oh wow, I didn't even... okay, it's time for an existential crisis. I'll be back. Let's go, $5. I'm gonna buy 13 dildos. Alright. ¿Por qué te sonrojas cuando te ríes? I don't know, it's the functionality of my VTuber. Perdóname si te pone incómodo. Mira, te voy a poner incómodo otra vez. Ooh. Ooh. ¿Qué país de América del Sur? You're asking me what part of South America I'm from? Because I'm from the Caribbean. Soy de la República Dominicana. Oh god, I can't read Russian. Stop sending me Russian. Hold on. What does it say? Wide. Oh my god. This one says my favorite remix. Oh yeah, this one. This is Retro's Field of Hopes and Dreams remix. How am I doing? Doing your mom. I'm kidding. I'm doing fine, thank you. Has anyone asked how your day was yet? Yes, plenty of people have. It's been fine, and I've answered that. If I ever tried fried mushrooms, I have. Yeah, I have. They're good. I like mushroom. Are you going to do an Indie Cross remix? I still have to check out the soundtrack. I think, okay, if I'm being honest with you, some of these mods are so big that I don't even bother checking them. Like, personally, I prefer mods that are smaller and, like, easier to play through. I didn't play Friday Night Funkin' to go through, like, a whole-ass campaign of 2 hours, you know? It's just not really something I personally like. So, yeah, it takes me a bit longer to actually go through and have the motivation to play through all that. Thoughts on Halo? It was fun, and the weird thing is, Halo 4 was actually my favorite. I think that's probably like blasphemy in the Halo community, but it's just the weapon designs are like my favorite in that one. ¿Qué país de América del Sur te gusta? I mean, I don't see why I would pick a favorite. Have I played One Shot? Oh yeah, I've made plenty of One Shot remixes actually. What are my plans for the future? Not die. Do I have a smart fridge? No, I'm not rich. Despite being a YouTuber, I am very poor. Well, it's not, I wouldn't say poor, but more so just like... There are plenty of things I cannot afford. Yeah. Like a smart fridge. Who the fuck needs a smart fridge? Just open the door. If you travel out of America, which nation would I visit in particular? Anywhere in the Scandinavia area, mainly because I love cold weather and snow. So like Norway, Sweden, Finland, that area up there. Wait, do I need a map? Explains my mod. True. So, you know what's interesting is that Finland is included in some of these maps when I type in Scandinavia, but they're also not included in some of these. So let's just say Sweden to be safe. Does anyone want... Can someone provide me a closet in Sweden so that I can sleep in there?
Love your content.
Oh, thank you. sponsor. Okay. Give me a moment. It's about 5. Okay. Let me go and fix that. It is now at 15. There we go. Sorry, I'm just trying to add in the YouTube donations as well. Oh god, I can't read any of this. Why do you do this to me? Have you ever wondered what I would do to your right pink... For fuck's sake, someone ban that guy. No me incomoda que te sonrojes cuando te ríes, solo tenía curiosidad. Ok, está bien. A veces hay personas que están like muy raro con eso y por eso te... whatever. The Finns are considered a different culture from the area. Wait, no. ¿Qué tan difícil es hacer un VTuber? I paid somebody to make this for me. It was a lot. It was like 500. No, it was 400. Yeah. Because they have to do the rigging and the art and make sure all these pieces work together. It's actually pretty difficult. I tried editing my VTuber, and yeah, it's hard. Does Retro understand when you talk Spanish? No, he is white as snow. He is very white, he is very American. Or very estadounidense. ¿Es cierto que tú y Retro son pareja? Sí. Es cierto. Cierto. Am I gonna make a gift remix? Probably. I don't know. I have to look into it, but it didn't really like stand out to me as much as the other ones that we'll see. I'll have to listen to it again. Why did I make him hot? Basically, I kind of just made this character to appeal to me personally. So a lot of characteristics that I personally find attractive, I gave to my Sona. I feel like a lot of people tend to do that, right? Like, you know, the piercings, the long hair. He's very tall. You know. Am I a dragon or a demon? You know what's funny? He's like a goat dragon kind of thing. And I've actually had some religious people tell me that they stopped watching me because of Ace, and they thought he was demonic, which is pretty hilarious. Oh god. I'm trying to translate each one. Okay. Can I play Tunic? I have played a little bit of it before and I really liked it, but I don't know if I really want to play it on stream. Oh my god. Oh. You're my biggest fan? Name every remix. I'm just kidding, thank you. Okay. Do I have a favorite Pokemon? Oh yeah, Toxtricity. Oh my god, my neck hurts from looking at that side. Does the Wii U have any games as of 2022? Thank you for the 50. Holy shit, hold on. So like SFB is actually an old friend of mine. Also it's cool to see you, dude. Hi. But okay.
Streamlabs doesn't want me to donate you. So, please, accept the bits. I hope they help you. Also, would you like to voice act your FNF mod if you want it?
I don't know if I'm really a voice actor. Anyway, as I was saying, one of my biggest regrets was trading in my PS3 for a Wii U like 10 years ago. And it still haunts me to this day. Good times. I legitimately thought that the Wii U was gonna be a good console. And then it legitimately had like no games. And to the point where Nintendo decided to port pretty much every Wii U game that existed to the Switch afterwards. So yeah, biggest regret of my life. Anyway, well, the donation goal has been reached, so looks like that means I gotta whore out one of my characters. Alright. Here we go. It's time for VR chat. I cannot fucking hear myself think. Hold on. There you go. Well, someone already donated 5 after the donation goal. I don't even know what... Okay, pants off. There you go. I'm glad I can actually, like, change the frickin' thing. Like, on the fly. Hope all is well. Hadn't realized how much of a fan of drum and bass you were. Recently got back into it myself. Oh yeah, man. I've been loving drum and bass since...
How long have you been making this type music, and if you could do anything else, what would it be?
I swear to God, I have ADHD. Anyway. But yeah, no, I've been... I don't even know if there was ever a time that I was tired of it. It's always been, like, my favorite. But, anyway. It's Worlds. Okay. Here we go. New instance, invite only, because some of you guys are weird. Okay. Alright. Give me just a moment, it's loading. And there goes the SMG again. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Just gonna pull him down, and then Control H, Control G. Nope, that's not it. Ah, that's not what I wanted to do. Fuck you. It's Tab. Okay. Alright, so. Give me a moment. Sorry, it's gonna take a bit to set up. I probably should have done this beforehand. Ah. Let me check the filters real quick. Chroma key's on. Cool. Alright. So I'm gonna put him in front of Ace. Because this is important. This is what you guys paid for. Oh, hold on. Game? Game. Oh my fucking god. Forget it. There, that's him. He looks a little weird because of the lighting, but yeah, I actually got a 3D model of Isolation, which is, yeah, this fat fuck here. It's so weird because he's like covering the 2D VTuber right here. But yeah, no, this cost me a fuck ton of money. But it was good. It was fun to it's fun to have him because he's also fucking massive, like too big to the point where like even when I go to like normal worlds and stuff, yeah, he kind of his head just goes through the roof in a lot of places. Yeah, he's kind of fat, but yeah, as you may or may not know, this is like his anxiety form. So basically, his hair turns gray, he gets chubby, he runs away, just like kind of like this. Yeah, there you go. Oh no, look at him, he's going away. Where's he going? Oh shit. Come back. Oh, he's back. Isolation jump scare. Anyway. So, yeah. Alright, I gotta spawn him again. What? Jesus Christ, this is so difficult to control. He doesn't know what he's looking at right now. Reminds me of my neighbor Craig. What? Damn, if your neighbor looks like that, man, give me his number. I'm kidding. Alright, hold on. I got some effects on my mixer that I can mess around with.
Hey, what the fuck is this? Who the fuck are these people? The fuck is all that? Who are all of you? Okay. Back to normal.
Gain. Okay, there we go. Alright, get out of here, isolation. No, I said get out of here. Where are you going? Okay, I guess that works. Alright, let me close out VR chat. Anyhow, so yeah, okay, back to the questions. Sorry, I kept getting distracted. Alright, how am I? I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Is that Isolation's voice? I guess so. I don't know. It'd be kind of weird if he, like, grew 4 feet and then... Wait a minute. No, not that kind of feet. Worst song of my mod, according to my point of view. Like the one that I don't care too much about? I guess Concrete Jungle, it just feels boring compared to all the other ones. But it's some people's favorites, so I'm not gonna, like, take that away from them. Do I prefer you to talk in Spanish or English? My Spanish is, like, close to fluent. Like, about as fluent as it can get without, like, formal learning. But there are some words that I just completely forget in Spanish, so, like... I'm a lot more stable with English, if that makes any sense. Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys knew, but there's another plush coming. Give me a moment. I'm actually making another plush, and it's gonna be this one. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta get this link. There we go. Oh, not in that folder. Oh god. Okay. It's my my homework folder, yeah. Anyway, yeah. So if you guys didn't know, this is gonna be the upcoming plush design. Yeah. There's the boy. He's gonna be about like what, 28 bucks, just like the last one. A little snake boy. Me too. Well, I guess I gotta add that. That was like 730. I'm gonna assume that that's like 250 or something, so it's like 750. Yeah, let's make the pants off goal like 25 bucks. There you go. It's not much. Okay. Okay. Book 1 or 2. What does that mean? I wonder how do the whole plush things work. Seems like every content creator got one during a period of time. So basically what happens is there are probably a few other companies that do this, where essentially what happens is you like go up to this company and you're like, hey, so I want to make like a plush or some kind of merchandise, and they'll be like, all right, cool. They probably look through your socials to make sure that you're popular enough for it to actually be you know, a profitable business. And so you know, after they kind of figure out whether or not you actually can provide enough sales, then they kind of talk to you and they're like, hey, so what's the character you want to make a plushie out of? And then that's where you start to send them designs of your character. And in this case, I've sent them this character right here. This is minus Ace. And we have one of two options, right? Typically, the default route is that they take that reference and they try to design a plushie out of it. What I've done with Ace and also mine Ace, as you see right here, I've essentially sent them a plushie design, because I know a lot of artists who can do that, like, you know, friends that are willing to do that for me. So basically, because these friends of mine know the character better, they can probably design a better plushie, as opposed to people who are just working for a company that, you know, probably don't know much about the character whatsoever. So basically, I put it in the hands of my friends to draw it in plushie form so that I can send it to this company, and then they basically revise it, make like a blueprint based on that design, and that's when they start production. So yeah, it's a big process. It kind of takes a few months, maybe even half a year, but yeah, that's kind of how it works. I contacted them. They probably, I'm not sure entirely if they've contacted people themselves, but I definitely contacted them. Is there a more official name between Mace and Minace? Honestly, I feel like Mace is a lot more easier to remember. I kind of switched between the two because Retro has pushed the name Minace the entire time, and everyone's like, no, Mace is better because it's just shorter. Yeah. So, like, my brain kind of just jumps back and forth because Retro has, like, really forced the whole Minace thing, but everyone else is like, no, Mace is just simpler. Please, keep it at that. Have I played Breath of the Wild? Unfortunately, it's one of those games that didn't click for me either. Like, it's like, you know, when you really want to like something, but it just doesn't work for you. I don't know why. ¿De qué parte es tu familia? La República Dominicana, a la vera de una ciudad que se llama Cotuí o Cevicos. It's like between those two cities. Okay. Did you ever play FNF before? Especially the versus Ace mod. What do you mean? Of course I have. Yeah, I've been playing the game since probably like January of last year. About Isolation and Mace, do you think to make some emoticons for the Twitch Discord in the future? Yeah, honestly, the only issue is finding artists that are willing to make those emoticons and stuff. Like, you would think it wouldn't be hard for me to find somebody, but the issue that a lot of artists seem to struggle with is motivation. So, like, let's say I need a couple of emoticons or something. They kind of just, they're like, okay, I'll take that commission, and then months and months later, nothing. And it's kind of scary when money's on the line, but I mean, I totally understand it to an extent. Did I rickroll someone before? Yeah, of course. Have I? I don't know. I think, yeah, I don't see why. Why I wouldn't have. When is my next remix of FNF? I don't know. I've been working on Game Over, but I'm not sure how I feel about it. Do I still suck now? Yes, breakfast sucks. I'm sorry. You know what? I think the problem is it's American breakfast that sucks because it's all the same. I think breakfast from other countries is probably way better because there's probably more variety. Have I ever had chocolate on chicken? No. I've had chicken and waffles with like syrup and stuff. British breakfast looks kind of good. Look, okay. Hear me out. Like, I'm gonna see if I can find an appetizing picture of it, because British people don't know how to take pictures. Just kidding. What you mean we don't know how to take pictures? I'm kidding. Here, look. So, like, I would totally eat this. This looks good. I'd probably leave out the eggs and the black pudding, but other than that, everything else I would totally eat. That looks good to me. Did I say eggs? I meant beans. I don't want the beans or the black pudding. The eggs though? Yeah, I'll eat those. Absolutely. Yeah, I just Google English breakfast and I just picked the first image. I'm sorry, I don't have a variety of different English breakfast pictures. Guys, okay. I'm gonna be blunt. Don't waste my time by telling me that you have a question. Just ask the question, please. Just ask it. I know it's a little harsh, but I gotta be blunt about it. It's a waste of time. Just ask the question. Have I seen the new Thor movie? No, but Thor's hot. So maybe I should. I'm just kidding. That black stuff isn't black pudding, it's a type of mushroom. I could have sworn... Isn't that pig's blood shit? I don't know. Let me see. I just looked up black pudding. It looks exactly like that. Why do they call it pudding? It sounds gross. North or frostbite? North, easily. Okay. Oh god, the Dark Cave remix? Oh no. That one's mixed awfully. I think I remember hearing someone say mixed in the blender. They didn't say that about my music, but like, I think that would apply very well to that song. Like here, if it's the one that I'm thinking of, here, right? This one. I hate the mixing on this one. You'll hear it when more instruments come in. I do like the mushrooms though. Yeah. Like, mushrooms are good. I would totally eat those. It does have a scene I think you'll enjoy. It probably has gay shit, doesn't it? You know what? You know me too well. Shut up, microphone. I mean, okay, the concept of this was cool. It's trance, and I gotta make trance again. It's fun. Trance is really fun to make. Thor literally gets naked. Let's go! Oh, there it is. Ugh. Okay, so here, so the part that I'm talking about right here, what you're hearing is called brickwalling. Brickwalling is essentially what happens when too many instruments play at very loud at once, and they're basically fighting each other to be louder. And so you end up having this like stuffy sounding, just like warbly sounding like sound. Nothing sounds clear together. Everything just kind of sounds like they're muffling each other. So that's what I mean by I don't like the mixing in this one. Wait, if I can just go back. Sounds very like woofy. I don't know. I'm trying to explain it in terms that are like easy to understand. Anyway, but I do appreciate that you still like it at least. Yeah. ¿Qué te da miedo? A mí me asustan los cangrejos. A mí me asusta en agua honda. That's how you say it, right? Deep water. Hope my day has been a good one. Yeah, I woke up like a couple hours ago. Okay, you skip to 3:39 and play that track for like 30 seconds. Okay, let's see. Ah! Sorry, 3:39. Let's see what you're talking about. Oh wow, I remember this. Okay, you know what? I'll give it to myself. I did go crazy at that solo part. Okay, fine. You know what's funny? That synth, I'm pretty sure I've used it in a recent song of mine, or a remix recently. Wow, my sound design has not changed within the last 6 years. I am so sorry. Right around here? Oh, here it is. It's the same synth. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Shut up. I'm trying to find it again. Yeah, it is the same synth. Oh wait, not this one. Here. And then there's this. It is the same. Wow, that's funny. Whatever. I like it. Lo-fi good. Whoop. The Fury OST is a fucking banger. Oh my god, I think my favorite one from that one is, oh man, I forget. I'll know it when I see it, let me look. Oh, here we go. Wait, is it this one? I know I have this one in my playlist. Am I gonna get copyrighted for this? I need to change the color of that thing on the bottom. Okay, feel better soon, Mr. Baguette. Okay, let's not get kicked off of YouTube. But yeah, that's a good one. There's another one I really like. I forget what it was called. The one in Donkey's video. That's the one. That's what got me interested in the game. But I forget. Nope. Not that one. No, it's not that one. Yeah, I'm not sure. How about release the mods? What do you mean? Release the mods? What do you mean? I kind of sound like Dream. Okay, I'm gonna go kill myself. I'm kidding. Alright, let's see. Any hints on what the song that minus Ace will be in is called? Huh? Like, he's gonna be in pretty much all the songs. I'm not sure what you're asking. Well, I can give you all the song names. Okay, the first one's gonna be named Running Laps. Ace doesn't have legs. I don't know why I named the song that, but we'll just roll with it. The second song's gonna be named Chill Out. The third song... No, sorry. The second song, we don't know what it's gonna be called, actually, because Retro's making it. So he's kind of in the process of making that one. The third song's gonna be called Chill Out. And then the fourth song is gonna be called No Homo. And then there's gonna be a bonus song called Sweater Weather. And then the other two songs are gonna be remixes that you've already heard before. Excuse me. Slithering Laps. That just sounds weird. Where can you find the Game Over mix? There's the only place you'll find it is on the like official OST upload. So it's yeah. Put breakfast in your mod. Okay, I got you. I'm kidding. I'm gonna be making a bootleg IPU. Nothing fancy, just 7 songs. Pretty much. Has Ace ever been in danger when he first interacted with the Sins, or has he never met them yet canon-wise? I think that's something I'll have to answer with Retro around, because those are his characters, so I don't want to just be like speaking for him. Oh, Ace, I got a $5 holla from... Huh. Oh, that was 39 minutes ago. Okay, I know who that is then. Just kidding. Sounds like you and Retro put a lot of effort in your mods. Yeah, essentially. Nah, I just throw shit together. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I definitely... Okay, the main reason why is because we... Well, I can only speak for myself, so let me just do that. This is like the only outlet I have for making original music, so I basically just kind of put everything I can in it, like everything I've got. I have a lot of songs that I just kind of try to write, and then I'm like, so what's the purpose of this song? I can't just slap a title onto it and upload it and then just call it a day. It has to have like a purpose or a reason to exist, right? So I can't just be writing music and then be like, yeah, I just wrote a song, listen to it. Because I know there's a lot of people who do that, and it just feels soulless. I don't know. But this actually gives me a reason, like a vessel, for lack of a better term, to actually give these songs life, if that makes any sense. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay, so like, for YouTube chat, if anyone's wondering why I'm missing their questions, it's because by default it shows me the top chat instead of the live chat. I don't know why it has 2 different chats, but I think top chat filters some comments out, and then live chat shows everything, so I'm gonna switch that real quick. Okay. Do I want to marry Retro? Bit of a loaded question. I'm only 24, so it's not really, marriage is not something I'm thinking about right now, but at the same time, coming out as bisexual has already been a big problem. I can't imagine marrying a man. So, for my own safety, I think I'd rather not for the time being, at least until the world is a little less ignorant. Okay. My Friday Night Funkin' character is called Ace, and my profile is Kamex. Oh, mainly because Kamex is the name that I came up... Well, I didn't come up with it. I just kind of stole it from a Japanese Pokemon. So, like, the Japanese Pokemon name, Blastoise, it's actually Kamex. But anyway, I was like 14 when I got that username, and if I change it now, it's just gonna make a lot of people forget who I am. So I kind of just kept that name, and I'm just gonna keep it like throughout my life, as this is just gonna be my artist name, I guess, because I don't know, it's just what it is. As for Ace, that is the name of the character, who actually wasn't my Sona at first. He just became my Sona after a while, and I felt like it would have been weird for him to have my real name, so I just kind of named him something else, if that makes any sense. So yeah, that's why my name and my character's name are different. Favorite classic Sonic song? Oh man, that's a tough one. Oh my god, that's a tough one. Spring Yard? Maybe Spring Yard. I do like Spring Yard a lot. Does CD count? Oh yeah, CD does count. Okay, fuck. Tidal Tempest. I think Tidal Tempest is probably my favorite. But Metallic Madness, like Bat Future, is also a good one from the Japanese soundtrack. Oh man, it's hard to choose. Yeah, I love Sonic. Sonic is like... Whoo! I just got an update on an art piece. I cannot show you guys this though, because it's a little, it's probably a little spicy for Maine. But... nice. Let me go ahead and... It's okay. That's really well drawn. Oh, okay. But yeah, Metallic Madness is great. How did me and Retro meet? Through Discord, like 6 or 7 years ago. Almost 7 years ago, actually, yeah. My nose don't itch. Okay. Been trying to get into music making, and the first thing I'm trying to do is a remix. I don't want to get into copyright trouble, but I can't exactly... Whoop. Sorry, that was a little loud. I don't want to get into copyright trouble, but I can't exactly call up Nintendo and ask if it's okay for a 17-year-old to remix Splatoon music. Any tips to avoid getting into trouble, or should I just upload and pray? I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. All of us just upload and pray. That's it. I'm not even joking. We all just upload and pray. I don't think... Like, because I believe there were actually some people who have emailed me about copyright stuff, and they were basically like, hey, so, like, I actually asked Nintendo for permission, and they just said no, and it's like, yeah, most of us just do it anyway. Because, I mean... I'm gonna be flat out with you. Legality is not the same as morality. I'm just gonna throw that out there. There are lots of things that are illegal that are not exactly bad in terms of morals. So, like, if people actually feel bad about this copyright stuff or whatever, don't. Most of the time, it doesn't really matter, and it's whatever. I guess my philosophy is, if someone can get paid to draw Pokemon, even though they're not affiliated with Nintendo, we can do remixes. The only issue that will make it easier for you to get caught is if you were to, like, put it on iTunes or Bandcamp and all that, because you're, like, directly selling those tracks without a license. That's where you go to, companies like the Harry Fox Agency, where you actually get license to sell those pieces online through, let's say, Bandcamp, Spotify, iTunes, and such. You're directly earning money from those pieces, and that's where you need a license. As for uploading it onto YouTube, look, I've been doing this for like 10 years. I don't know how I haven't been slammed with copyright, but my guess, from just intuition, I take this with a grain of salt, the biggest grain of salt you can think of. It might be because I get money from the ads showing on the videos and not because I'm selling the music directly. So it might just be one of those gray area things, or like a loophole or something. But I could be wrong, so like I said, take it with a grain of salt. The bottom line is, we upload and pray. That's it. But yeah. This music is actually Nintendo knocking on my door to sue me for everything I got. Just kidding. Okay. But yeah, I've been making Nintendo-based remixes, since, I want to say like 2012 or something. And I don't know if it's luck, I think they just probably don't even bother. Can I put Metallic Madness? Hell yeah, I love that song. The Mania version or the CD version? Let's just play both at the same time. Just kidding. We gotta do the Bad Future. And JP. Whoops. Let me do this one. I'm sorry. Okay, I think my favorite part about this version... Whoops. It's those chords in the background. They just sound so menacing. I want to remix this one, because I've only remixed the Mania version, but this version is really good too. Do my other characters have powers? I haven't thought about that yet, honestly. I think I'm probably just gonna make them like run-of-the-mill characters, like not all of them having powers. I think my goal is to just not make characters that are OP, because that would just be boring. Will I be making more Metroid remixes? I'd have to go back and check, because there's probably still a few more that I really like. I will say, probably some of my best remixes are my Sonic ones, because I just put so much love into them. Like, you know what? Okay. Let's see. Like, launch base. Okay. Am I gonna get copyrighted from this? Because apparently Origins couldn't put this song in. Will you give us a little background about Ace? All right, here we go. He's me, but blue with ice powers and time traveling. Easy. Okay. Jersey club music? I don't think I've ever heard it before. His time traveling is pretty limited. Basically, he can just travel through time. He can't really manipulate it. What do you think this time gear's all about? See that? How did he get the ability to time travel? He ate a time gear. I'm kidding. I don't know. I have to think about that. My bad. I meant... I just realized what I said was kind of weird. I meant, because, like, some people ask me if he can manipulate time. No, he can only travel through it. That's it. That's what I meant. Is Frostbite 2 gonna be in the Ace mod? Maybe? Oh yeah, this is the part that I'm really happy about. Here, wait. I'm gonna shut up and let you listen for a sec. It doesn't even sound like launch base anymore, but you know what? I don't care. Okay, that's enough. How far forwards or backwards in time? Okay. So, oh, this one has something in it that I don't like. Well, how about this one? Okay, so what was I saying? Right, so it's easier for him to travel back in time because the history is already recorded. But as for forward in time, I'm gonna make it so that he can't travel that far into the future, because I wouldn't know how to... I wouldn't know personally how to interpret 2500, you know, if that makes any sense. But... any thoughts on Sonic Origins? Ok, creo que tengo que ser claro con esto. Muchacho tiene 14 años y no puedo ser tu amigo, tengo 24, yo soy un adulto. El problema es que tú me estás enviando mensajes en todos platforms, I don't know how to fucking say this. Déjame tranquilo, por favor. Por eso te bloquea. Déjame tranquilo, por favor. Okay, thank you. Goodbye. Ay, por Dios. Por algunos que están confundidos, hay un muchacho que quería ser mi amigo o algo y me dio mensaje en Twitter, en Discord, en todo lo que puede pensar. Él me envió mensaje diciendo que quiere ser mi amigo, pero el problema es que la edad de nosotros son muy diferentes y no puedo ser amigo de alguien que tiene como 10 años menos que yo. That's just how it is. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if my Spanish is really bad, but I try.
Can you shut the fuck up?
How dare you? Thank you for the... That's basically what I'm saying to these people. I'm just kidding. Thank you for the 20. Oh, pants off. That means I have to do this. Oye, bro, en tu país se dice palta o aguacate? Aguacate. Okay, guys. It's not going to be as thick as retro, but hopefully it will suffice. Alright, give me a moment. Game? For fuck's sake. There we go. Okay. La da da dum da 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 dum. Okay. Paciencia, muchachos, paciencia. Dang. Se fue sus pantalones. Oh no. Estás desnudo. Put some clothes on. What are you doing? Hold on. Oh no. He's scared. Okay, you got your thing. I appreciate the donations, thank you. I didn't tell you my thoughts. Okay, sorry. There's a lot of distractions. So, how do I explain this? It was kind of boring. I mean, it was literally just ports of the games, and but they do had some pretty nice animation cutscenes, which, I mean, that was pretty much the entire thing, and also the weird choices with the soundtrack. I know why. It was still kind of weird, but I still don't fully understand why it had to be that way, but you know how that is. Favorite song that I've created? Probably No Homo. You guys haven't heard that one yet, though. Is there a lyric version of that? Nope. It's just a lot of beep boops. Okay. By the way, guys, that same kid that I just told off earlier in Spanish, he DM'd me on Twitch now. Cabeza dura, coño. At that point, it's just best to ignore. I gotta say, like my grandma does. She puts a lot of emphasis on the first syllable, so she goes like "coño." she says it like that. I love that. My grandma does that, but instead of that, she calls me pendejo. Whatever that means. It basically means dumbass. It might have different meanings depending on the context, but as far as I understand it, it just means dumbass. I resubbed on my VTuber channel, just wanted to tell you I got affiliate on Twitch. I listened to your remixes and retros while thinking of ideas. Thanks for making sick tunes. Ah, thank you. And congrats on the affiliate. It means little shit. I don't know about that one. Since you know Spanish, do you mind asking me where you're from? Okay. Okay, I got you. Hold on. Let us bring up the browser. Because I love... I don't know how to say... Okay. Here. Okay. So... This one? Work. Germa's favorite Sonic character? I forgot about that. Okay. This should be the correct one. Okay. So. I'm doing all this extra shit because... Oh, here it is. Let's go to maps. And then it'll dox my address. You guys want to know where I live? Okay. Okay, I live right around... I don't live here, but actually I'm from this country. Technically not, because I was actually born in the United States, but this is the Dominican Republic. It's a little island in the Caribbean, and essentially I'm from... this exact spot, somewhere between La Cueva, no, I'm sorry, between La Cueva and Cevicos, so like right here. So that's kind of where my family is from. So yeah, I just doxed my entire family. Yeah, I'm kidding. No, I'm actually from right here. Yeah. Let's go doxing stream. All right, who wants to dox themselves? Tell me your address. No, don't. Please don't. Okay. I'm actually from right here in Brazil. I'm kidding. So yeah. Whee! The world. I live in the UK. Alright, let's find you. Just kidding. Well, now that we're here... we like to play a little game called Geoguesser. Favorite brain rot simulator games? Probably... My favorite brain rot... let's see. I think City Skylines is probably my favorite brain rot so far. Oh, they use meters. We're not in the United States. Oh, we got a sign. Let's see what that sign says. What language do you guys think that is? There's two A's. It's Dutch. I'm kidding. Looks like Swedish. So, okay. Basically, for those who are confused right now, what I'm playing right now is called Geoguesser. What they do is that they just drop you at a random spot in the world with, you know, all the... What's it called? You know, with the Street View stuff, and you're supposed to guess what country you're in. The closer you are to your exact location, the more points you get. So, basically, essentially what you have to do is look for clues that give away where you are. And that could include signs, the styles of the signs as well. We can tell that these are European signs. And the languages that you see the signs in, and the kinds of cars, what people are dressed up in, architecture styles as well. So yeah, there's a lot that you can... Oh, even vegetation as well. Like, sometimes there are certain trees that are only in certain parts of the world. But it's fun. So, you know, it's kind of a nice pastime I like to do with my friends. This is a French car. So, we're definitely in Europe because no one else uses French cars. Just kidding. Someone said it's in Estonia. Could be. We don't know. Let's see. Oh, what the fuck? There's a squiggly line on the O. That's interesting. I don't think I've seen that before. Like, in a Scandinavian language. So, it could also be... It could actually be in Estonia. Oh. Okay. So, we also see highways and stuff here, right? And sometimes the highway systems are different per country. So... Uh-oh. I'm seeing an E. So, E67. Let's see. So, I think it might be somewhere up here. I'm seeing E75. That's interesting. E63. We're getting closer. Aethel saying Finland. I might actually agree because I'm seeing E63 here. So we might actually be close to E67. It's Finland, I will die on this hill. My opinion on Serbia. Serbia's cool? I don't know. I don't know much about that country. At least, I don't know much about their history. I can tell you where it is on the map. It's right here. This is Serbia. Oh. These E-highways are actually all throughout Europe. E67. Wait a minute. Okay, so if we follow up on E67, and it also intersects with 4. So if we just follow this, we might be able to find it. I'm seeing A7. E67 is still here. 6, 5, 4. Right here. And that is Estonia. Oh my god, that person that said Estonia. We'll see how close we are. But this is where these two overlap, so... Yeah. The person that said Estonia, good job, dude. Wow. Okay. I will die. Alright, let's see. What kind of cars do we see here? This is a Ford, I believe. And I also see a Peugeot. Is that how you pronounce that make? Because I never knew. Is that my house? Wait a minute. Alright, let's see what we got here. We got a BMW. We got a Honda. We got a Mercedes. Interesting mix of car makes here. Because there's also a French car right here. Yeah, Citroen? Oh, wait. I see a sign. This is English. Wait. Co.uk. What? We're in the UK? Is that... Here, let me look at the URL closer. Yeah, we're in the UK. Okay. And someone said those look like British plates. Alright, so yeah. Welcome to England, guys. Disgusting. I'm just kidding. Alright, let's see. Yep, another UK link. So another way that you can tell where you are is by if you find a URL. Not all websites say .com. Some say ., and the extension would be the country that they're from. So like right here, you see UK, and another example would be, I think NG would be Nigeria. SA would probably be South Africa. Oh, here we go. We got a highway. Someone says West Yorkshire. Alright, let's see. I believe Yorkshire is somewhere in the Midlands? Is it? It's been a while since I stared at a map. I'm not seeing it, but we do have A629. Don't trust me on that. Stop. I'm not confident even. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I'll stop. I'm gonna blame you, actually. It's all your fault. I'm seeing A605. Whoa, that's a big number. 6003. What the fuck? Someone else says it's near Yorkshire. Can you point me to the right direction where Yorkshire is? Because I'm actually not sure. Not Yorkshire. I'm sorry. Can you find my home? No! We're not doxing ourselves on this stream. I've already doxed myself once. I'm not even joking. That has actually happened. 638? We might be getting close. 625? 623? No. 646? 628? 629? Here we go. And it's next to 6025 and 6026. Ugh, all these numbers. I hate it here. Okay. Do Northern England. That's about as North England as we can get, right? Fuck it. I'm just gonna... Oh, wait. Sorby Bridge. I don't know. Oh, Halifax. Halifax, my bad. I can read. I can't really read, actually. Well, we're just gonna put it around here. Ooh. That was... Wow, 3 miles. That's insane. Alright, let's see what else we got here. That's crazy. 3 miles away. Okay, so here, we don't really have any signs yet. Oh, yeah, we do. Look at that. Does anyone recognize... Oh, it just says bus. Parada. Okay, well, that's Spanish. I mean, yeah, honestly, the architecture would have given it away that it's a Spanish-speaking country. Pare. Well, it doesn't have to be Spanish. It could also be Portuguese, but we'll see. Because I know Brazil has a lot of street view points. So, oh. Yep, that's Portuguese. We don't have the squiggly line over the A. So, we're more than likely in Brazil. Could someone tell me how to pronounce this? I'm kidding. Alright. The only problem is, what part of Brazil would we be in? Oh yeah, look right here, the URL. BR. That is Brazil. Brazil. Refrigesao. Refrigerasao. I don't know. I don't know how to speak Portuguese. Vende. Imóveis. Imóveis. Do you put the emphasis where the accent is, just like in Spanish? Alright, well anyway. This doesn't look like a very busy city, but it definitely is not El Campo. Which is what we call the countryside. But, wait. What part of Brazil? It's very big. Check Canada? No. It's not in Canada. Posto de troca. That's probably a slur in a different language. I'm just kidding. It's a coastal city, which doesn't help because Brazil is only coastal cities. Alright, guys. Out of this entire country, what do you think? Where do you think we are? Oh, someone said they found the area. Alright. The exact address. No, don't do that. Try giving me hints, maybe. Yeah, it definitely is in Brazil. Watch it's like some random ass place in like Portugal. Okay. Botafogo. Campinas. I don't know where the hell that would be. Oh wait. I think this is it. It might be in this city. Okay. I'm trying to find the area. You know what? I'm just gonna plop it in the city and call it a day. Yo! 1 mile! Holy shit! Okay, we kind of cheated on that one, to be fair. But that's the United States. I was kidding. It's very flat, though, so it could be the US. We don't really have much to go off of here. Oklahoma. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Alrighty. Okay, so when you don't really see anything but cars, these are pickup trucks. Let's see what makes they are. That one looks like a Ford. I think they both look like Fords. It might be safe to say that we're in the United States. The only problem is where. Looks like a US style electric pole with the block things. I mean, it could be. I'm actually not entirely sure if there are different looks with the poles and such. But what species is my persona? It's he's a dragon goat hybrid kind of thing. Oh, that I'm not sure if this sign is common in other countries, but I definitely see these in the US, so we might actually be in the US. Let me keep looking. If it would let me go forward. Oh? Mailbox. Old American truck. I'm surprised we haven't seen an American flag yet, actually. If it's in Ohio, you owe me a gifted sub. Alright, fine. I don't know how to do gifted subs. I think I just pay for it myself. I'm just kidding. Alright. I need to find another lead. Come on. Okay, so that horse breed is only common in... I'm just kidding. I wouldn't know. I can't believe we haven't found an American flag yet. We might not be in America. Just kidding. Come on, American flag, where are you? I know you southern people love your country. Come on. That looks like a Chevy Impala. I think that's a Chevy Impala. So, yeah. We're pretty much in the United States, but... yeah, it is definitely a Chevy Impala. Okay. Anyway... If there's no American flags, it's the Midwest. Come on, there's gotta be at least one around here. I know it. Every house has one here. Okay. I wish I had like a closer look at the license plates, because even though they blur them out, you can kind of make out the colors, which can help a little bit. I've actually guessed some states correctly by just the blurb of colors on the license plate. Yeah, I have a problem. That's an RV. Alright, honestly, your guess is as good as mine. Give me a state in the Midwest, and I'll click it. The first one I see. Alright, Ohio. Let's do it. Someone said Ohio. We don't really have much of a... it looks so deserty, though, but... Let me see, if I could just go like a West Bubblefuck area. It's just the middle of it. Oh, it was Idaho. Oh my god. Well, it looks like you owe me a gifted sub. Just kidding. Nah, but honestly, with America, any guess is as good as any other, because it kind of all looks the same. Anyway, we're driving on the left side here, so that could already mean... Oh. That might be Thailand. I'm pretty sure that's Thailand. Let's look at another sign. That looks pretty Thai to me. All right, I'm gonna just do it. Definitely not near a city, but somewhere. Let's go, Thailand. Not bad. What is that? What is that profile picture? I didn't set that. Oh. This could be either Latin America or Southeast Asia. We just gotta look for a sign. Oh wait. I think I saw a flag. Are we in Thailand again? Yeah, I think we... No, wait. Yeah, I think we are. What? Yep, we're in Thailand again. That is the first time I've seen a non-American have a flag of their country on their house. But yeah, that is Thailand. Wow, that's funny. Thanks for the gifted sub. It's very kind of you. And there you go. 42 miles away. Let's go! It's all Thailand from here. Hola, Mateo. There you go. Te saludé. Okay. DirecTV, we're in America. Look at these houses. That's an Acura. Yeah, this is the United States. What other place has houses like these? And this is also a church. Southside Baptist Church. Gee, I wonder where we are. See, this is fun, right? Right, guys? It's fun. Please? Alright. Okay, so we got a school here. We got some houses, some cars. These are Japanese cars. Oh yeah, America really likes Hyundais as well, and Kias. So that you got a Hyundai here, and here's a Kia. Oh, sorry, that's another Hyundai. Sorry, I'm bad at cars. Okay. I thought that was a Kia Sportage for a second. Oh, a Chevy. We are definitely in the United States. Well, I like how it just says junior high school here. It doesn't even say anything else. Just pick Kentucky already. Honestly, you might be right. No truck. Someone said that's near their house. Oh no, I don't want to dox you. What the hell? Tienda y... Wait a minute. Okay, 828. Does anyone here recognize that area code? What the fuck? Interesting. There's a Spanish store here. So I would say that it might be in a state where there is like a common population of Spanish-speaking people, which is limited to a few states. You'd kind of see that in a lot in the border of the South here, so like probably California, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, Florida, New York, but it just doesn't really ring a bell to me so far. Let's see if we... a little bit of a stalker moment. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in on a license plate and see what colors I see. It's just white, but I feel like I see hints of blue in there. Carolina, might be Texas. If you see a shipyard, my house is right next to it. Don't worry, I won't dox you. Okay. So if it's like entirely white, I do see hints of blue in there though, so I don't know. It might not be Texas. I actually have Texas plates. Oh wait. Look at this. There's no front license plates. So that could give us a hint because not all states have front license plates. Kind of weird, I know. Florida doesn't have those. Okay. The most western third of North Carolina. That's what 828 is. Okay, I'm sorry. North Carolina, western, go. Yeah, you were right. You looked it up, damn it. You bastard. Alright. Alright, let's Oh, I just warped to a different part. Alright, so we see French cars, we see Opel, which I believe is a German make. Oh. Let me look at that sign. Hey, I wanted to look at the sign, you asshole. The sign, shit ass! Oh my god. Why do I keep warping? Stop it. This is very fitting for Amori music right now. Here we are. Go on the highway. Oh my god. That son of a bitch. Did they just turn the camera off at certain parts of the street? What the hell? There. Sheesh. Huh. I think that might be... That might be French. Is it? What do you guys think? That's very French. Okay, we're in France. Unfortunately. Just kidding. What part of French? France. What part of French? Didn't I do this before where I said French instead of... Wait a minute. Okay, A14, A15. Okay, are we talking about iPhones now? What the fuck? A11? Okay. A10. A11. A13, we're getting close. A16, we passed it. A15, we're probably around Paris. Maybe. I want to say just a little bit on the outskirts, because it looks like a city, but not too much. What the page is called? Oh, it's called Geoguesser. We are 13 miles away from the actual point. We were near Paris. Well, this is the United States. Okay, what we got here? We got a Dodge, we got a Chevy, we got another Dodge. Pretty sure both of those are Dodges. There's probably a Chevy in the middle. Alright, we got some trailers and a dumpster. Alright, we must be in the United States. My favorite country in the world. The best country in the world. Speed limit's 30 miles per hour. And that... I think that's a Nissan. I'm not sure. We don't like them Japanese cars around here. I'm sorry. I'll stop. Okay, so we're seeing a front license plate? I'm sorry. License plate, as well as a back one. And that is a Chevy Impala. Cop car. Blech. That might be Texas. I see nothing but white, and they have both front and back license plates. If it was Oregon, we might see a hint of green in it, so take a closer look and see. But this is like pure white, so it might be Texas. Though, does it look like Texas? That is the question. Tyler. Wait a minute. Is this Dallas? I'm kidding. Here we go. Oh man, I'm seeing a telephone number. Wait a minute. Okay. Hear me out. This is a gas station I've seen in Texas. Let's keep looking. Well, we're definitely in the United States. We knew that for sure. Oh! Hey, I was right! Look at it right here! Texas! Hey! I know my Texas! I'm kidding. I've only lived there for like a year. But damn, I didn't think I would get it. Yeah, I've lived in Dallas for about a year, so... anyway. Trevor moment. True. Alright, but now we gotta look for Highway 154, and that's gonna be a problem. Or Route 154, sorry. I don't know where I would find 154, unfortunately. I see 190, 377. I don't think these are in any particular order. 153? Maybe we can find it nearby? No, it stops at Coleman. Okay. 153 is just like a small strip. Well, rip that idea. 207, 70, 287, 283. I'm probably just in a different state. Yeah, I am. Rip. You know what? We know it's in Texas. I might just slap it down on some part of the Texas and call it a day. Because we'd be here all day if we try to find this exact highway. Someone says go to the top right of Texas. So, right around here. Bogota. It's not Bogota, it's Bogota. That's Texas for you. Whatever. I don't care anymore. Yeah, you know what? What? Oh, no, sorry. That was the one I chose. Right around here. This... Gilmer? Have I been there? No, I haven't been through there because I've actually taken Highway 20. So, I went through Tyler, Longview. So, I've never been to this place before in my life. Gilmer. Goofy ass name. That's Japan. That is very Japan. Come on, load. Okay. So, the yellow license plates tell me Japan. It could be, I could be wrong. But the architecture, it's just something about it, you know? And there's also not a lot of Street View in China, as far as I'm concerned. Oh, Daihatsu! Man, I see a lot of those in my country, too. Dominicans love Daihatsu trucks. Alright. I'm gonna go with my gut and say Japan. But the only problem is what part of Japan. It is very, like, city-like, so I'm gonna say somewhere in the southern part. We'll see. Damn it! It was northern Japan. But it was still Japan, so I'll take it. So fuck all y'all who were telling me that I was wrong. I know my gut, goddammit. My gut is kind of getting bigger, unfortunately. Road construction ahead. I sure hope it does. I know that's not how the line goes. Okay, where are we? Indiana. Well, thanks. We are now in Indiana. That's disgusting. I don't want to be here. Indianapolis would be south. Interesting. So we must be somewhere around here. Highway 31. Oh, okay. 31 and 32. Someone said go to Ohio. Interesting. Wait, no, right here. Okay, here we go. Oh, we must be right here. Oh, I was close. 10 miles. Okay. Where are we now? Well, we're on the left side. So, you know, okay. I need to see more letters, but if you do see a lot of English, which you do see here, okay, my first gut reaction might be Singapore. I think we might be in Singapore. But that's just like the first thing that comes to mind. It's called Geoguesser. It's, okay, so basically... Because I know there is a country in Asia that uses English, and it looks really nice like this. But, again, I could be wrong. Look at the buildings and see what they say. It's all English. That's the thing that kind of throws me off a little bit. But that's the thing, right? The roads, they don't look like European or American roads. And the palm trees, this is definitely not Florida. So that's why I'm saying, like, we have to be in, like, either Singapore, maybe Taiwan. Oh! Okay. So, a bunch of different languages here. I actually don't recognize this one. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna go with my gut. If I'm wrong, I'll take the L. Fuck it. So right around here, Singapore, somewhere. Yeah! I goddamn told you it was Singapore. It's South Dakota. Just kidding. Alright, Avera Medical Group. Alright, let's try doxing this doctor's office. Okay. Oh, someone said South Dakota that they saw a sign in the beginning. Let's go back. Oh my fucking god. Okay. I can't believe I missed that. Okay. Surgical Institute of South Dakota. Where are we, though? Oh. That's a weird name. Alright, let's look. Is it a small town? Oh, there we go. It is not a small town. Okay. There we go. 1 mile away. Thank you. Riggedy Roo ass name. Stop. What the fuck is this? Look for corn. Alright. If we see corn, it's Kentucky. I'm kidding. Alabama. I hate how samey a lot of the US actually is. Also, I'm a little hungry. I want to grab something to munch on while we're doing this. I will be right back. Oh, no, I think I'm gonna go pee too, so I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Hold on. There. Okay. I have some leftover sushi and a crab rangoon. Ragoon. I don't know how to say it. I'm uncultured. Son of a bitch. Open! Okay. When did I get my VTuber model? I got it, I believe it was like July of last year or something. So I've had this VTuber for a year now. And it was by this person. Oh wait, that was us in YouTube. I hate that the bot doesn't work there. Give me a moment. There you go. Give me a moment to eat so you don't hear all the noises my mouth is making. But you might still be hearing it anyway, I'm sorry. I guess I'll keep wandering around. Oh. What the hell? This is a Splatoon remix by a colleague of mine. Oh. Here we go. Dansk. We're in, fucking the happiest place in Europe. The Denmark, yeah. I see the word Dansk, so I think it might be here. Now, what part of Denmark would this be? That's the hard part, because it looks like a small town. It was called Solbjerg. Solbjerg. Okay. Your guess is as good as mine on what part this is. Oh, well, no, that's not it. Oh my god, there's so many. Go to the coast of mainland. Okay. I have to zoom in a little more for that, because it looks like a small town. Oh, this is difficult. I don't know where I would be. Close to the sea. I'm trying. There's so many words here, my brain can't process all of them. Come here, sushi. You know what? I'm just gonna take the L. Fuck it. Oh! You know what? I'll take it. Miles is a jerk. He's a cute jerk. But he's fine. Just fat. Are we in the UK? I think we're in the UK. Oh. Maybe the Netherlands, someone's saying. Let's look for more signs. What the hell is this? Oh, wait. Buttercup Lane. Fruity ass. Sorry. It's like when I used to read the UK as just a word instead of an abbreviation, so I thought the country was called UK when I was a kid. UK. That's my favorite country, the UK. Alright. Let's put this away. Okay. Alright, what do we got here? No cities or anything. Give me that water. I need water. We've narrowed it down to Southeast Asia. Absolutely. I don't know, someplace in the UK. You gay? I don't know. There you go. Hey, it's not awful, I guess. 86 miles. Okay. Let's take a break from all this map stuff. Wow, that sounds interesting. Okay, go away. Browser, go away. Okay. I love Reese's peanut butter cups. Nom. Okay. So someone asked, why does this VTuber avatar of yours looking morbid time? Do you guys just like say memes and don't actually know how to like, what does that even mean? It really is candy crack. If you give me like a family pack of Reese's peanut butter cups, like the minis, I will fuck that shit up in like 2 days. I just can't stop. They're so good. How long have I been drawing? An embarrassingly amount of time. Because I'm still not good. I want to say... Okay. Let me, 1 second. Okay, so... When I wanted to get serious at drawing, I drew more like from like 13 to 14 or so. And I think I've gotten enough people telling me that I wasn't good at drawing for me to just quit entirely. So then I just went to making music instead. And I think I picked up drawing as a hobby again at around 18 or so. And so I've kind of just been drawing on and off ever since. So like one day I was just like, you know what, I want to buy a drawing tablet and see where that takes me. And, you know, I mean, I'm not the best at it, but I'm definitely not the worst either. Yeah, people are mean. Yeah, I remember once, especially in like 8th grade, right? I think I saw these two people like drawing anime characters, and I kind of walked up to them and I was just like, I tried drawing an anime character too, and then I showed them my drawing. They legit just laughed in my face, and I was like, damn. I was like, alright, well. I'm trying to think if there's like a drawing that is safe to show. Listen. Yeah, middle school kids are just, they're mean for no reason. Like, I don't know what, like, okay. Like, my experience in middle school, when I was in middle school, everyone was just kind of a jerk. One second. Hold on. This one's kind of old, but okay. I think I can show this one. Ah, fuck. Hold on. I hate the format that it saves it in. Excuse me. Just takes longer to screenshot it and it's all that crap. There we go. There we go. This is from like February, so it's not really that recent, but that's something I drew not too long ago. Let's see. What other stuff did I draw? This one's like a tad. I don't think it's too spicy. It's just like some buff dude flexing, so it's whatever. If you guys know, you know. I've already posted this on my main account on Twitter, and no one complained about it, so I think that should be fine. I'm gonna show this one too. The details on this character was a lot. Like, look at this. And he's just saying, "We get it, you're hot. Now can you please put your clothes on?" But yeah, this is a character that I had. His name is his name is Taiyang, which means the sun in Chinese. So he's from Taiwan, and he didn't have clothes at the time, so I wanted to make a joke by drawing him like that. But now his design does have clothing, so that's good. I know I have it in the quote retweets, because I've actually quoted that one. Whatever. But yeah, that's an example of a couple of my drawings. The fuck was that? Anyway. Favorite type of food? I like Italian food. Italian food, very good. Okay. My favorite drink. Jugo de chinola. Or passion fruit juice if you're English speaking. Do I gamble? No, not really. I don't trust my luck like that. What country would I like to visit? Sweden. Sweden looks cool. I'd visit that. The closest I've ever been to Sweden is going to IKEA. This is World 6 from Mario Galaxy 2. Okay. Da 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 da. Someone just posted like the Spanish version of iCup in in the chat. Come on, dude. Come on. Oh yeah. You know what? Since I'm pretty sure there's like a small crowd here. Let me check. 66 and 55. Okay, you know what? It's small enough that I can create this in crowd now. So, one of my mod songs, there's gonna be some spoilers here, so if you don't want any spoilers for my mod music, come back in like a minute. Sure. So at the end of No Homo, there's a little something that people might actually recognize. So let me go ahead and play it. Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna skip to the end. Right around here. I don't know if you heard it. That little piano at the end. That might sound very familiar to some of you. So, you hear that Mace towards the end of the song, he goes da 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 da, and then after a while, a very soft piano comes in and finishes that melody. That's actually Primal Dialgo this time. There you go. So, now you know. The meme doesn't die. Not even in FNF. If you were invited to be part of the Indie Cross team, would you react? I'm already part of it, but I just haven't gotten any instructions yet. Well, I think Retro and I are supposed to do the Hollow Knight part of it, but we're not sure where the project is going right now. So, yeah. Have I ever have I ever tried to create a comic? Okay, so the funny thing about comics is, I've made one, and it featured my ex's character, so I deleted it. Bad memories, so yeah. Yeah, you know, okay, if there is one thing that I do appreciate both of our communities doing, I mean, there are some, like, weirdos that do it every once in a while, but, like, it seems like the entire community of both Retro and mine have kind of come to the consensus that we don't mention our previous relationship. Because, yeah, there's some stuff there that kind of makes me... I don't want to sound dramatic, but that relationship has definitely left me a little mentally scarred. But, it's something that I'm kind of, like, trying to work through Unfortunately without therapy, because it's really hard to get that here at this the current state of the United States. So I'm kind of trying to just heal with time. That's basically it. I don't want to get too into it because, like, you know, personal stuff, and also on top of the fact that don't want to cause any more drama than I've already been through. So I kind of just want to cut everything off and move forward. But yeah, no, it definitely, the more that I look back and the more that I think about what happened during that relationship, the more I realize how, for lack of a better term, and at the risk of sounding dramatic, how traumatic it actually was. So when people do ask about my ex, I just kind of tell them straight up, hey, I'm not comfortable talking about it. Let's please move on. No one has here, and what I'm saying, like, the reason why I brought this up is because I appreciate you guys for not doing that. But it's just, even if I want to talk about my experience, I don't think I should, because it might cause something that I'm not prepared to handle, if that makes any sense. So, that's why. It could cause some petty drama that, like, you know, where someone exposes a part of the relationship that shouldn't be public, and another person does, and it just goes back and forth, and then it's best to just not even talk about it. I know it's kind of ironic that I'm talking about it, but I do wish I could be open about it, but I can't. Because it could cause something, like I said, that I don't want to deal with. But you know me, I'm an open book. I love talking about my past experiences because it could help other people with what they're going through. That's why I don't, my limit to when it comes to answering personal questions is probably a lot less than other people's limits, or higher than other people's limits. I don't know how to explain it. So basically, I'm more willing to talk about personal things than other people usually are, because I feel like that helps more than it hurts, if that makes any sense. But yeah. Anyway. If you ran into someone head first, would your horn stab them or would they break? Ace's horns are tilted backwards, so they wouldn't stab the person that he headbutts. They would, like, I don't even know if they would make contact unless he tilts his head, like, really far forward. But yeah, if you've seen his reference sheet, let me see if I can bring it up, actually. Oh yeah, a lot of people say that that Ace looks like Asgore, and you know what? I'll take that as a compliment. Asgore is a very handsome guy. But yeah, look at that. His horns are like tilted back. They're not actually colored like that. They're white. But I think both me and the artist kind of forgot. But yeah, no. If he were to headbutt somebody, his horns would definitely be out of the way. So there you go. Very saucy expression. Yes, Ace very much likes to be saucy with his expressions. Do I recommend you to go to a music production school? I don't know if there's like a specific school for that. And if I'm being quite honest with you, you could learn a lot of stuff outside of like formal schooling. In fact, if I didn't go to college for my degree that I personally went through, I think I would have been at the same skill level that I was if I didn't go. I guess that makes any sense. Most of the things that I learned were not even in school. The main reason why I personally went for that degree in sound and music technology was because it looks good on the resume. So if like YouTube goes wrong, I could literally just apply to many different job positions and they'll see that degree on my resume and be like, oh, so you actually you actually have experience with this kind of thing. So they like papers, they like formal crap. And that's kind of how you get a job. Da, 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 da. Do I vape? No. I don't see a point in doing that. Okay. I'm guessing it's also pretty similar to drawing, where your portfolio also has a ton of weight when getting a job. Yeah, in fact, the funny thing, oh, I gotta show this. Ah, crap, I have to render it. Give me a moment. So, I'm gonna go render a video real quick, because I actually made a demo reel of my music and stuff, which I'm probably gonna use as, because I'm thinking about opening commissions again, because I kind of miss doing commissions to an extent. I mean, you know, it'd be nice to work with people and make stuff for them again, because I've done enough, you know, personal projects. I think I've taken enough of a break from commissions, and now I want to get back into it. So, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and render this out. I wonder if my computer will break, because it's like rendering a video while streaming, but that's what I got a 12-core processor for, god damn it. That's what that 5900X is for. Okay, so let's see how badly it'll mess with my frame rate. Absolutely, I'm flexing, god damn it. Dude. Alright, will I be playing... I'm not really into the Rabbids games, but, okay, there was one that I liked that was on the 3DS. I think, funnily enough, I think it had to do with time travel, so, hold on. Yeah, it's literally just called Travel in Time, and it was like a 3DS game, I believe. Oh yeah, it's called Travel in Time 3D. That was the only Rabbids game I played. This is Eterna City Remix by Mewmore. Okay, we got about a minute left until the video finishes rendering, and as far as I can tell, there are no dropped frames, right? Yeah, no dropped frames. Nice. It's probably pegged at 100%. Let me look. Yes, it is absolutely pegged at 100%. Oh my god, look at this usage. What do I do to get out of a creative block? I force it. I'm not even joking, I force the fuck out of it. Because the thing is, when you're in a creative block, what you tend to do is that any idea that you throw out there, you're gonna hate. So what I tend to do is that I still write that idea, I ignore those voices in my head telling me to stop, that it sucked, or whatever. And then, sometimes I would like wait maybe a couple days or so and come back to it. So when you're looking at this with a different perspective, you think to yourself, what about it don't I like? And then you start making small tweaks. Small tweaks is the whole like the reason or what's gonna get you out of that block. So you keep making small tweaks here and there, here and there. And then eventually those small tweaks are gonna add up to something that you actually like. Maybe this part of the song sounds off. Maybe you need to flip the canvas a couple times. Maybe that eye needs to be rotated a little bit. It very small details like that. And then when you change that small detail, it kind of gives you that boost of confidence like, oh shit, I fixed it. Okay, what's the next thing I need to fix? I just keep doing that and eventually you'll like that thing that you made that you previously hated. So yeah. How do I cope? Crying. I'm just kidding. Nah, you know what? Crying is not a bad way to cope, you know? Sometimes letting out those feelings is a good idea. But do it in a place where you kind of don't want people being like, hey, what's wrong, you know? Because, like, sometimes you just want to cry. Sometimes you just want to let everything out. And you don't want to explain yourself. That's just how it is, you know? Crying is very healthy. Just don't do it so much that you start throwing up. That hasn't happened to me, thank God. But I've seen some people, and it's kind of gross. Yo, save. I'm gonna start crying right now. Oh yeah, you know, for some people, if they cry for long enough, they'll feel sick, and some people even throw up if they cry for too much. You see that a lot with, like, kids and toddlers especially. It's pretty gross. Yeah, I've definitely gotten nauseous from crying for too long as well. It's not fun. Okay, so... Okay. This is basically just... Christ. Where'd it go? Okay, how do I do this? Oh, I have an idea. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up this video, but I'm gonna mute the computer sound. There you go. Cool. And now I'm gonna just whatever. I'm gonna add the window thingy. Window capture. Don't make the source visible just yet. Aha! Good idea, because that just showed my desktop folder, but it didn't show anything risky, so that's good. Where are you? Give me a moment, sorry. Huh. Where's the... It's a little weird. It's not showing that window. Huh? Whatever. I'll just, I'll do the very risky thing and show the entire screen. Just, this is a bad idea. Let's do it. Display capture. Don't make the source visible just yet. Okay. We can do this. And there we go. Bam. So this is going to be the demo reel that I've made for commissions and stuff, so people can know what they're getting into if they commission me. There you go. I don't know how to use fonts. I'm sorry, I don't care about fonts. These are basically just, well, the video speaks for itself. I'll shut up now. So this is basically just showing the styles that I can make, and then after that section is going to show like what kind of compositions I can make too, like this. Sands. Okay, I'll stop. This was Nor'easter before it became an FNF mod song. And then just some like random bullet points of like strengths or whatever, I guess. And then that was it. So hopefully that's enough for people to want to commission me or whatever. Okay, you can go away now. I thought like it would make more sense to have a demo reel so that instead of me telling people like, oh, these are examples of my work, I could just literally show them. But yeah. A lot of you are not gonna like the prices though. I'm just gonna say that right now. I look. Oh my god. I'm still trying to think about pricing and stuff, but I gotta be fair to myself. Cause let me tell you, I'm gonna just say an example. $200 for a 4-minute song. That's a lot. $200 is definitely not enough for the amount of work I've made on that. Oh my god. So I'm definitely gonna have to raise the price on that. Because let me tell you, making 4 minutes of a song is a lot of work. Especially when you have to take under account making it not sound repetitive. It's definitely going to be a lot because I definitely, I don't want to undersell myself. How many OCs do I have? Like 5, I think. Or more than that at this point. Let me check. Okay, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And if we're counting the different ace forms, 11. Oh yeah, I don't think I showed you guys this guy. This is the most recent one I got. He's like an alien dude. I got him for like 15 bucks. It was so cool. Like it's an adoptable, but like I wanted something of like a different species like this, and this is gonna be my futuristic character basically. I love his design so much. It's so cool. But I'm definitely gonna have to simplify his palette a little bit because there are some colors that are a little bit, you know, unnecessary. Like, how do I explain this? Like these two blues right here are nearly indistinguishable, and the only way you can tell that they're being used is look at his wrist and then look at his forearm. Those are two different blues. Like, I wouldn't have been able to tell. So I'm definitely gonna have to make some changes to his color palette. This make me sleepy. I haven't played Indie Cross yet. if I'm gonna be honest with you, when the whole controversy about how hard the mod was, it actually turned me off from the mod entirely, because I just don't care for mods that are hard just for the sake of being hard. Just don't like it. Oh shit, did I respond to the artist? Crap. There we go. Do I consider FL Studio Mobile a good app to produce music? No, I don't think so. You'll definitely have a lot more options using it on the computer rather than on a phone. It's just... I mean, I haven't tried it, but I just don't see it being a good place to, like, start. Because you might get used to the software that is very limited, and it might mess you up trying to learn in the future. Why do you need so many OCs? I mean, technically you don't need OCs in the first place. I just like to have a lot of them. How many attacks have I gotten on Art Fight? Let me count. Oh, you mean... Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 21. Wow. That's a lot. I got 21 attacks. I've only attacked like 3 people so far because I got this really annoying art block right when I started drawing a lot more. Yeah, I only drew a few attacks. I can show you actually. Okay, so I saw this little gremlin imp character that I fucking loved. So I had to draw it because he kind of reminded me of Jackie. So I was like, you know what? I want to draw him. And bang. Oh god, that's a big picture. Hold on. I do big canvases. So it's I don't know why I drew him eating a Krabby Patty. I don't know. But there, that's my drawing of that character. He's so cute. I love him. Okay, let me see. I also drew someone's ninja character. And their pronouns are they, them. So, just to be respectful. Bam. It was like probably my first time drawing a human. So it was, they actually have those circle arm, like hands in their ref sheet. So it was kind of... that was my excuse for not drawing hands this time. But yeah, no, I'm actually really proud of the highlights that I put on them. Like, look at this. And then I also had like I copied the layer for the highlights and added like a Gaussian blur to make it look glowy and stuff. Yeah, I had fun with that one. So what's next? Oh yeah, and I had to attack Retro because, yeah, it's inevitable. Wait a minute. That sounded interesting. Okay, there you go. And that was my attack for Retro. Because these two characters are siblings, so I wanted to make her like really annoying to him. But, yeah, there you go. Atrocious of Reddit moderator. Oh yeah, I actually didn't show this, but like even his souls are just not having it right now. The souls inside of him, they're all just... This one's just really tired. This one's doing the rock face. This one's pissed. This one's also pissed. There you go. My canvas sizes are usually about 5,000 by 4,000 or something like that. I just like having big drawings. And then I just zoom out. F&F type beat. No, I'm just kidding. Nah, this song existed since in 2011 apparently. It was uploaded then. Favorite song from the retro mod? Your mom? Sorry, I said that because I had to think. Acid Iron. Yeah. This is called Disconnected 56K Modem Dial-Up Remix. Let me just go ahead and post the link. There you go. Acidaron. Yes, my favorite. I didn't get a phase 2 I didn't get a phase 2 VTuber model because I got a phase 2 3D model instead. So I can play in VR chat and stuff. Which, oh yeah, I recently got this thing where apparently I have a Oculus Quest 2, mainly because it's lighter and my head couldn't handle the weight of the Valve Index. So I got the Oculus Quest 2 and I got this little thing where you plug the charger into that thing and then it'll keep it charged at like around 78%. So it's not damaging to the battery, but it keeps it charged so I don't have to worry about my battery dying while playing. So yeah, no, it was nice. And honestly, if you don't care about the Facebook shit, it's a pretty good way to get into VR. It's about, I think $300 now. So yeah, cool stuff. Send the link. Yeah, sure. Let me check Amazon real quick because I just ordered it. Let me see if it's not doxing my Amazon account. Cool. Okay. Let's check. Here we go. This is the exact one I got. Let me DM you real quick. Should be right. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Just send it to you. Yeah, honestly, the battery of the Quest 2 sucks ass. But this should hopefully help. I haven't tested it yet, though. So if you want to wait for a bit before ordering it, I can tell you how well it does. But, yeah. Yeah, I do have a phase 2. I guess I'll have to show that now. Let me throw that in there. Here's the boy. Wait a minute. Ah, here's the boy. Okay. Oh, that's a big picture. There you go. There's the lad. And this is isolation. So when Ace gets nervous, you know, his hair gets gray. He gets really anxious. He runs away. And essentially what he does is that he destroys everything in his path by running away. And that's the reason why he's called isolation, because he's isolating himself. And it's like a pun on the word ice along with isolating. So, it's kind of like what happens to me in real life. No, I don't grow 10 feet and big fucking tits, but like, that's just a little fan service because, you know, I'm gay. Anyway, nah, but, What was I saying? Right, so basically with me personally, when I get really anxious, what happens is that I just want to leave. It doesn't matter what, I need to leave. I feel like really claustrophobic and very, what's the word I'm looking for? Tensed up if I'm in the same place where I'm stressed out. So, funny thing actually, not too long ago, there was a time where I was woken up by a tornado warning on my phone. It like blared me awake basically. It was just really loud. And that's when a panic attack started for me. So, you know what I did in the wake of this panic attack? I ran outside in the middle of a tornado warning because I needed to be outside. Because the thing is, the outdoors is not... It doesn't make me feel all claustrophobic like it does on the inside. Anxiety makes you do crazy shit, I'm not gonna lie. It was mainly just like a really harsh storm out there, so it wasn't too bad. No, Retro was definitely like, why the fuck are you outside during a tornado warning? I was like, well, if I stayed inside, I would have thrown up all over the carpet, so you choose. Do you want me to barf on our carpet? I don't think so. But yeah, the main reason why I go outside is because it's an open space, and on top of that, if I were to not take control of my anxiety and just end up throwing up, at least I'd be outside, so it's easier to clean up. Or me to just leave it in the grass and walk away for the raccoons to eat it or something. Ew. So yeah. Da, 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 da. Let's check Twitter and see how miserable I'll get in how quick of a time. Alright. I just saw a changed profile pic. Okay, yeah, I'm miserable now. Anyway, that didn't take long. Just kidding. Da da. Da, 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 da. Yes, this is a Coffin Dance remix. This one's by the musical Ghost. Okay, so I don't know if I want to add isolation into the mod, mainly because that would cost a lot of money to get a sprite for that. To put it into perspective, how much did I pay for... So, the thing is, you get what you pay for. I'm gonna start off with that. But minus Ace's sprite costed about $270. Look, it was a lot, and because animation's hard. But, you know, I definitely think it's worth it. But yeah, like, you know, what's interesting is that I believe that, like, Retro kind of got made fun of for talking about how much he spent on making the mod. And if I'm being honest with you, yeah, I've spent a good amount of money too. And that's because you gotta pay your artists, you gotta pay the people that work for you. So yeah, I did pay the coders, I did pay the artists, I even paid the charters because they did work, and it's fair to pay them too. But yeah, obviously the mod's gonna be free. You're not gonna pay for to play the mod. That'd be ridiculous. But yeah, money goes into it. You gotta do it. Especially the programmers, because that's a lot of work. I couldn't program. I don't actually make money off the amount of downloads. This is all coming out of my pocket. But that's because, you know, I want to make something good. So you gotta pay for it, you know? Yeah, so like the whole problem with Retro and talking about how much he paid like the people on his team, it was very weird. It felt like people were grasping at straws to make fun of him for it, but I mean, most normal people would think it's a good thing that he pays his artists. But yeah, the FNF fandom is very weird about money. Very, very weird. I actually don't know how much those sprites cost, but I'd rather not disclose that because it's none of my business. An FNF mod with microtransactions, that'd be kind of funny. I'm kidding now. God, I hate microtransactions. I think any sane person would. But yeah, no, you pay for quality, and that's kind of just the name of the game, you know? That's why I appreciate your guys' donations, and I appreciate you streaming my music, because this is how I pay for this stuff. So, at no cost to you, and at the cost of basically just your generosity, I'm able to do stuff like this. So yeah, you guys are the reason why this exists, so thank you. Even just listening to my music on Spotify, listening to it on YouTube, that gives me just a little bit of money, and that helps with all this stuff. So thank you. And I get just about enough food to pay for, or enough food, yeah. Retro actually feeds me a plate every week. I'm kidding. Nah, I get about enough money to get food and the stuff I need, so I'm honestly happy where I'm at right now. Just a plate, nothing else. Every time I listen to North, I give you money. Essentially, yeah. So, let me see. How much does one Spotify... Okay, so one stream on Spotify would give me 0.0033 cents. Which doesn't sound like a lot. Oh, sorry. Wait, no. 0.0033 of a dollar. Okay. So that would be... something, I don't know.
I was afraid I'd miss the stream. Are you a fan of classic shooters like Doom, Wolfenstein, and Duke Nukem at all?
I've never actually played those games. I've played a bit of the, like, classic Doom, but yeah, I'm not very familiar with them. So yeah, Spotify gives me, like, about 0.3 of a cent, and per, like, time you listen to my music. And let me see what YouTube Music does pay. YouTube Music pays $0.008. So that'd be about 0.8 of a cent. That's how much I get from YouTube Music. And let's see, Apple Music? How much did they give? 0.01. What? What? I get a cent every time someone listens to something on Apple Music? That's actually really good. What the fuck? Stream my music, guys, then I'll be rich. I'm kidding. Everyone get your Apple Music subscription. I'm just kidding. No, but basically, even just listening to my music gives me just a little bit of money, which is enough to fuel my entire life. So that's why I'm able to pay for these, the sprite sheet, the coding, even the charting in my mod. I don't think I can really copyright. I don't. Okay. So the thing about copyrighting music and all that, I don't like the practice of it, personally. But, because, like, obviously you're protecting your own IP and all that stuff, but me personally, I don't copyright any of my stuff, like my original stuff, I mean. And I also can't copyright remixes, that'd be dumb. But Yeah, no, I don't copyright any of my original stuff, mainly because there's a whole thing about how much I hate the idea of copywriting. Because people take it so far to the point where they try to copyright stuff like melodies and chord progressions and stuff. I've seen really fucking stupid court cases revolving around, oh, that person used the same chord progression as me. And I just think it's so stupid. So, yeah, no. If you ever get copyrighted because you use some of like one of my songs, that's a false copyright claim. Because I don't do the whole content ID shit. A chord progression is basically a sequence of chords that are played that sound good together. Well, I guess there could be bad chord progressions too, but yeah. Da 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 da. I splurged a bit on the link cable. Cool. I hope it works. Wait, no, that's not what I meant. Well, I hope it works well, because I actually haven't gotten a chance to test it yet. I actually told you to wait a bit, but if you trust it... I play Roblox sometimes. Anyway, as I was saying, it should work fine. I still have yet to test it though, but I'm gonna do that tonight actually. Yeah, I'm hoping the reviews aren't fake either. You know what? If it doesn't work, I'll commission you something so you can get the money back. There you go. I'm not joking, by the way. I really like your art a lot, actually. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I need a breather because I've been talking for 3 hours. Am I gay? I am bisexual, so I like women and men, and everything in between. The labels, there's like a lot of overlap with these labels, but I personally just feel like bisexual is just the easier label to go by for myself. Other people might feel better about omnisexual or pansexual, but like I said, I like to keep it simple, so I just say bisexual. But there are like small distinctions, like some people say that there are preferences involved with bisexuality, which more fits me as a person, because I do have preferences. People say that pansexual is like the whole like regardless, like it doesn't matter what, but me personally, some days I'm feeling more like women. Other days I feel like I like men more. It just happens. Da 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 da. Nada, 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 nada. I can't check that right now because it's gonna play the sound. Mm-hmm. Let's add a little reverb. Whoa, why is it so loud? Oh, I know why. There we go. Sounds creepier that way. I like it. Da, 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 da. I haven't seen the Bayonetta 3 trailer. I think it dropped when I was sleeping. Ah, shit. I was supposed to cook today, but I didn't thaw any meat. Sorry, Retro. Whoops. He's gonna have to order tonight. I hate how forgetful I can be sometimes. I think he wanted spaghetti next, so I'm gonna have to... Something. I have to thaw the ground beef. Is Capture real? Yes. Ace and Retro are dating, and so am I dating him in real life. Okay, there. This is very obvious, guys. Come on. Es muy obvio. Come on. Come on. Do I set alarms to remind myself of things? Yes, that's actually why I got a smartwatch. So that I can have, like, those reminders just on my wrist. Where's my watch? Where's my watch? I lost my watch. I didn't lose it, it's just somewhere. We do need an FAQ button, but I know people aren't gonna use it. That's why I don't even bother. Wait, I gotta look. Where the fuck is my watch? Thanks for reminding me. I gotta find my watch apparently. Alright. Come on. Open the Find My app. Thank you. Excuse me. Come on. Music. Music, shut up. Jack. I heard it. I'm hearing it. Where are you, you bastard? Ah! I found you. He's on the floor. That's not good. Okay, you can shut up now. Are you guys dating? They say to the two men making out in the middle. Listen. My god. Nah, he didn't snatch the watch. I just dropped it on the floor. I got this really cool looking thing where it's like a wrist. Do I want to do this? How ugly do I look today? Let me look. I look a bit crazy. Maybe not today. Okay. Am I in any kind of relationship?
LMAO, what if I typed balls?
Yes. Oh, I just got the notification on PayPal. Is it gonna dox me your name? Oh, okay. Yeah, it actually did. Okay, I'm not gonna say it, obviously. Why does PayPal do that? Oh, it's... Yeah, no, I wouldn't just dox people's names like that. That's really fucked up. By the way, my name's Eric. I doxed myself. Let's go. I live in 724, as you can see up there. Just kidding. No, that's not my real address. But it actually is the number of my apartment when I lived in New York City. So yeah, I did live in 724. I'm not gonna say the street name, obviously, because... My name is Walter White, and I'm white. I'm kidding. I'm not white. Find the ace. Okay, it's not hard to find him. Apparently PayPal doesn't even have guest mode anymore. You have to set up an account now, which is kind of reluctant to do. Which I'm kind of reluctant to do. Sorry. This is why I don't read things out loud. Every time the teacher chose me to read something, I dread it. Every second of it. I hated it. Da, 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 okay, so I'm starting to wind down just a little bit. We're about 3.5 hours into a stream, so I might actually end it off very soon, if not like right now. But it's been nice to get back in with a little chill stream. I do have to figure out what I want to do next in terms of like playing a game or something. Let me see. I'm trying to think of what game I should play next, because we played Ape Escape last time. I didn't really beat it on stream, but at the same time I played a pretty good chunk of it, and it'd be kind of awkward to just finish it off because it would probably take like 20 minutes or so. So I'm gonna have to figure out another old game that I'm gonna force you guys to watch. I'm kidding. Oh.
The storm drain in the background would have been a good place to hide him if you started there without the audience seeing you move him.
Thank you for the donation. And the storm drain, let me see. I don't see it through the snow. There you go. I'm tiny again. Anyway, right. What was I saying? Right, I gotta think about another game. Does anyone here have golf with your friends? Maybe it'd be fun to play a multiplayer game together. I'm not gonna do that now. It's probably the next stream or something. Let me look. It's like 15 bucks though, so it might be a bit much. I remember there was like a sale where it was like 5. I could have definitely given away a few codes or something, but yeah. I could just play Roblox, I guess, one of these streams. Yeah, I mean, everyone has Roblox, so I can probably just, or everyone can get Roblox because it's free, so I can probably just play some Roblox on the next stream or something. Uh, yeah, well, we'll figure something out. But for now, I'm gonna head off. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you for hanging out with me. And, yeah. Go eat your vegetables and your friends, if they're into that. And I guess I'll see you in the next stream. I don't know when it's gonna be, but it's gonna happen. Probably. Maybe. Okay, I'll shut up now. Bye.